Okay, what is the difference between a doxer and a hacker? Well, I think it's the difference in the level of intelligence. Doxers tend to be a little less bright, and hackers have to know a little bit more. They have to be a little more intuitive, and have some intelligence behind what they're doing. So there's that level of competence that separates the doxer from the hacker. Okay, I would say I'm more of a doxer. I'm not the brightest guy. I don't know how to hack. Um, and doxers, they tend to work in groups. The way it seems, they collaborate with each other a lot, just because they can't figure things out on their own. They're in discussion groups, just saying, "Hey, check this out and check that out," and all this, and just trying to dig, because that's what they do, is they dig. All right, they're trench diggers. That's the level of work that they do, as compared to a hacker. They have to be a little more creative. Okay, they're looking for backdoor entrances and secret passageways through code and all that. They're working behind the scenes, whereas doxers are working right on the mix of things. There's a level of professionalism that separates the two. Okay, that's just, yeah, that's just so you're, in general, you're gonna have more doxers than you will hackers. There's gonna be more dumb people than smart people, or more average thinking people, whatever you want to say, than geniuses. Okay, there's going to be a difference. So you know, people could be confused at times. They may think they have a hacker. They're like, "Oh God, I got hacked. This person knows all about me." Well, if you're dumb like me and you put all your information out on the internet, you may just be getting doxxed by a regular um, person. All right, of questionable sanity. Okay, you might be just having, you might just have somebody who's just reading what you're putting out there. All right, simply enough. All right, a hacker will like find a way to get into your computer and really dig for information, get stuff. You know, the Sony hacks and um, okay, and then okay. All right, there could be an in between. There could be a gray area between the doxers and the hackers. I'm thinking that hackers probably don't want to reduce themselves to the level of a doxer. Um, eh, uh, but there could be times when they're willing to go a little lower in their standard to try to dig up information on somebody. It depends on their sanity levels. How crazy are they? How much time do they have? All right, there could be that gray area, because I would think like the phishing scams could be kind of a bit of a gray area on the emails, the email phishing scams. Click this link. Well, you know, it takes a doxer, D-O-X-E-R, a D-O-X, dox, to just pump those emails out. Okay, somebody crazy enough to do that, pump messages out, dig for the email, search names and all that, find the right email to send it to. That's a dox work. That's dox work. Finding the right email to send it to. The hack work is having that link made specifically for yourself to do whatever you want if that person clicks on the link. That's a hacker. That's you know, the person clicks on the link. That's when the hacking territory is entered into. Doxing territory is a little wider, a little looser. What about anonymous? I think it's composed of doxers and hackers. It's a lot of young people who volunteer their time. But there's also, all right, this is going into another subject. There's also people who will misrepresent anonymous. Anonymous is just anonymous, so you don't really know. Somebody could say they are, but it may not be true. All right, but you just have to. you have to like read between the lines. Give these people space and time to understand where they're coming from, to determine where, Doxer, hacker, anonymous, whatever.